Oh, there we go. We start.
Yeah, we're off to the races. So we've everything now is null and void. We're here in the game, and they're both moving out. No planes to start either.
True. All right, let's introduce the players one more time. I would say I will start with Gonzo. It is the greatest of all time. He picked third Fallschirmjäger on Maverick on the right side of Orsha East. It is Gonzo. And now, Mr. Graham.
And then I got it. Yeah, and then on the left side we have our Italian player, the people's champion, Quadra U, playing Maverick Blindata.
Wow, and we do have a cluster. We have a cluster.
And he's held it. He's held it in the back.
Oh my. He's also reduced to 2 Garlics in the center, by the way. Gonzo has against the 4 SPWs, I'm not sure of this. But it's misaligning again.
I think he's holding it. He's waiting.
Ah, now he's coming out. Yeah. But does he just want to suppress the infantry? Like, what's the play here?
This is the Nibble move. He's just going to go for suppressing the infantry. He's going to go for surrenders. That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh no, it's coming in. And
there's a split.
He's also bought in a fighter straight away, so that cluster plane is probably gone. But the Fallschirmjägers have to fall back.
Yeah, and then you see actually the Moto charging up now too to take that advanced position that he just he really wants him off the hill. Oh, the MG34 goes down for Gonzo.
Yeah. And these 2 Garlics here are actually fairly exposed right now. One of them gets under fire from the infantry, gets suppressed before it can connect even to a single AB Hor.
Oh, he's going. He's going.
He's going. Oh, I think Gonzo is broken here. I mean, as long as the Fallschirmjägers don't get out of here.
And he's driving right up on him with a truck.
Oh no. Oh, he loses one in transport. One Fallschirmjäger surviving. But the SPWs press forward together with a whole bunch of infantry. If we look to the north and south, it's very balanced, nothing really happening, so we can concentrate on center. And Quadra U goes up 16-8.
This is actually devastating for Gonzo here. He's lost the middle position. If he cleans up everything here, he's going to get into the town. Oh, this is...
Yeah, I mean, it's like over, right? Like, it's scattered. His forces are scattered and destroyed. There's like 5 infantry squads for Quadra U in the center, 4 AB Hors. There's a single SPW and 2 more Fallschirmjägers coming in for Gonzo, who still finds himself at a 15-9.
I don't know what just happened.
Gonzo just picking it to make a point that about third Fallschirmjäger being bad. That's what chat says. I have to agree.
I don't know. I don't think anybody could have predicted that. That opening right there. I mean, so Gonzo's obviously not, out of the game. It's just it's a very bad situation.
He's moving his infantry in the north, trying to maybe counter here a little bit, get a flag or 2 so to get off the double tick. But the question is, how do you ever push onto the hill again? There is a Stug already coming up, a Schneider. If I were Quadra U and I had a Rashida in A, I'd bring it up right now, because there's literally nothing in Gonzo's deck other than Air Force that can counter Rashida. And I mean, Gonzo is sacrificing his units here as well. He's running them into the 4 SPWs, which they will never be able to counter. Now they're sitting ducks in the open rather than in the protected forest in the back. They're gonna be annihilated as well. He gets a gun jam though on the AB Hor.
Yeah, they trade, but then Quadra U has 3 more of the ABs as well, and then he's already lost another squad of Fallschirmjäger. He's bringing up the girlies to try and stop it, but he needs something big to push Quadra U back. And Quadra U, this is the problem with 3rd FSJ. If there is a problem in A, it's that all your infantry is 35 points.
Yeah.
So Quadra U now can just spend 20 points to push infantry to the front. It's cheap. They're going to be entrenched. That's the key there now, is that everything is now expensive for Gonzo for these next couple of minutes. Oh, he's eating a 17-7.
Yeah, I mean, he's 1 flag away from getting triple ticked. In the south, Quadra U's position looks pretty weak. He could lose that flag in the forest at any point, but he would still be at a double tick, and he already has a defensive setup behind, so he will not get frontline memed there and lose like 3 flags for no reason at all. In the north, he's brought in 2 IAR fighter bombers, killed one of the LGs. Now, going after another LG. Those are extremely costly losses. Those LGs are so good. And they have good availability, but not crazy availability.
No, and this is actually a critical situation here for Gonzo. He's completely on the back foot in the middle. It's going to take him minutes, if he ever gets back on the middle hill. It's going to take him an extreme amount of time. Honestly, you're probably right. He needs to push the southern position, maybe throw Quadra U off balance a little bit. So
and just get the flag, right? Like he needs to pick up some flags and get off the double tick somewhere in the next 5 minutes, because otherwise he's dead. He's doing it in the north as well.
Yeah, he's also taken extreme losses as third FSJ early in the game. Like, we're not talking just, hey, they've traded. He lost his initial middle deployment. Like, that's all dead. So he's in a very critical situation. So
to say, he just went down 400 points.
Yes, that's exactly.
And the IARs get out again and again as well, and now Quadra finds the points and time to actually buy out an AA piece, which will give him more security as he brings in fighter bombers and such to have a retreat path over the center. In the north, he's reinforcing with some infantry to stock up that position, and to me it doesn't look like Gonzo is going to be able to break that and like claim more than maybe one flag at max.
Yeah, so Gonzo's in a position that I think no player ever wants to be in right now, is that he has fires on multiple fronts, and he probably doesn't have the income to put them all out at one time. And so you see actually that southern call out there. I think
I just wanted to say the same. I wanted to say he could, if he would just probe with his 2 Fallstream Makers there, he could easily take the flag. Instead he buys in 3 Fallstream Pioneers, but he's actually not buying them in to push in the forest, but to establish a flank onto the central hill. If you look at their deployment path, they're actually coming onto the hill, and I think that's the right choice. I just think he should probe a little bit in the south, because then he would find himself at the 59, and that's only 1 flag away from not getting double ticked. And he's gonna pick up a flag in the north, I think, unless the IAR dabs on him here. No, perfect micro by Gonzo there. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was really good. And he's pushing his other Fallstringer up squad too, so that Moto should be dead here in a second. And that will... The problem for Gonzo is he's eaten a ton of double tick.
Yeah.
An absolute ton of it to start the game.
And I mean, there's still no real solution to what do you do in the center, right? Like, how do you crack this open again? With the Stug already up, with an AA piece up. And I mean, if a Rashida were there, I'd be like, okay, what you gonna do, right? Like, GG game 2.
Yeah, I think a Rosita to the middle would be an absolute, like, probably almost game-clinching move for him. With the AA up as well, it'll be hard to kill it at this point. He does lose another Horsch, but he's trading away infantry that's so expensive for 20-point infantry. Like, and in the north, he's now coming in with a new wave. The IARs operate unopposed and snipe the Fallstream Makers, and that is that's so expensive, right? Because usually when like a squad gets bombed and it just dies, it's like, okay, it's like a 20-point squad, 25. If it's 30, it already really hurts. But if you lose a 35-point unit every single time that Pepeka IAR fighter bomber comes in, like, that adds up in terms of points. Yeah, absolutely. And I also like the Panzer Grenadier call out in front of the Motos up in the northern complex there. At range, they'll be able to go toe-to-toe to an extent with those Fallstream Makers, especially a double vet supported. I really like that. That's a very like small thing that Quadra U's doing to buff his infantry a little bit in that fight, and it's probably going to pay him off with another flag.
Yes. It does mean that he doesn't have the Panzergren card later as a Blindata Enjoyer. I know that there's only a single Panzergren unit in that deck. And I usually like to put it in C-phase for longevity, but apparently Quadra has no such plans. He's calling out another huge conga line of units into the center to strengthen his position there as Gonzo slowly encroaches on the town again. Oh,
yeah,
but look in the south side where the 3 Pioneers come up. Did a single Flamer just repel the Fallstream Pioneer?
Yeah, just that. Gonzo got some flame right in the face, and he's like, I don't want any of that. And back right now.
Yeah, he nopes out. He's like, Well, but there's already infantry coming up to reinforce it. And now Gonzo probes in the south.
Oh, and the MG42 catches the one in the open there, too, actually getting some good damage in. Yeah, and then if he can get the Moto in the building.
Gonzo snipes it with the fighter. Very nice call out, actually. Oh, the Stug is engaged by that Pack 40, though. That could be a very detrimental engagement for...
might go down.
Oh, yeah, it does go down. Oh, that's actually... That hurts a lot. That was like the only... The only anti-tank in the region, actually. There's no more AT guns. There's another Schneider is coming up.
It hurts a lot, but look at the north. The northern
Yeah, the north.
on the verge of collapse. And that 109 actually missed its bombing run on the moto there. And now you're just gonna go in and get that MG34.
I mean, there's only one Fallschirmjäger, no, two, and a Gerlich basically left.
Yeah, that's it.
The MG goes down. He might even get the triple tick here if he takes both of those flags, but I mean, he's gonna get at least one now from the front line, I would guess, but I mean, it's just, as you said, he has so many fires to put out and not enough time to do it. It's only 7 minutes left as we head into B phase with the explosive income available to both players now.
Yeah, and the problem that you get, I think, when you get into these Maverick mirror matchups is that when the player is up with the Maverick income, it's so hard to stop him because he's reinforcing success. Like, he's just continuing his push. He no longer cares about the trades, whereas the other player, Gonzo, he has to try and stabilize his entire front against another Maverick player, and it's just so hard to do.
That BF-109 might pick up a kill in the north. I know, Gonzo actually...
He peeled off.
That's a bit weird to me. That could have been a first little success there. But he's bringing in his SPWs, which are mowing down some of the Vanatorimoto. I also saw he's bringing in Panzergrants with Panzerfausts. Now that's a little bit weird to me because those don't have great availability and you have a lot of other great infantry in Blindata, right? But I guess Quadryu preferring those Panzergrants over more Vanatorimoto. Or maybe he just doesn't have a leader card or something and he gets both.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what's happening here.
I think maybe the idea is that if the engagements become more at range as Gonzo charges up the hill, having the Panzergrants for the dual MG42 might just be better. I mean, that'd be my assumption, but I do agree with you. I really don't know what the exact... Actually, Quadryu needs to fall back his infantry on the hill, though. They're all eating a bunch of damage from the Fallschirmjäger, like...
wave. Oh, and he's actually stabilized to a single tick. He took the flag in the very south. He took back the two flags off the hill in the center, and he's right now actually collapsing Quadryu's position in the north. Three SPWs coming in.
Yeah, he's falling down on it. The SPWs will be a big game changer, though. I mean, where's the Girlish at? Oh, it's up on the... Yeah, it's not actually in a good position to stop where those are going. At least it doesn't look like it. So that'll be... I don't know. The problem with Gonzo here is that you've eaten so much damage that you really need to just destroy Quadryu entirely. Like, he has to just obliterate him here in the next couple minutes.
I mean, 11 minutes on the clock still, and I feel like Quadryu was massively out-traded in the maybe last 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah. He still controls the center hill, and it's still very hard to get onto the center hill, especially without either massive air support or an off-map or a bunch of, you know, autocannon cars or something like that. But I mean, he does have the off-map available to him if that's what it takes to break the position in the center.
Yeah, Gonzo obviously has the ability to come back. He hasn't been considered the best player in this game for no reason. It's the problem now is that he's retaking his southern position or southern portion of the hill, but now he has to push up the hill into Blindata, which will be very difficult.
I feel like Quadryu should maybe bring out another AA piece for the north. I feel like he could establish a no-go zone there where Gonzo has again and again just used fighters to kind of abuse the SPWs, which gave Quadryu the edge for a long time.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think one AA piece up there would give him, because the 109s really aren't that resilient. So
exactly.
Good bombing run on the Fallschirmjäger though, actually up in the north there.
The SPWs and Fighter Bomber have now helped him to stabilize, but there's another LG-42 rolling up. That's very dangerous to the SPWs, although at this range, the SPWs might just suppress and kill it before it can actually shoot.
Yeah, if they both get up onto it at the same time, that would actually be really deadly against the LG-42 there. Would you see the more Panzergrins are actually coming in? Oh, he needs to be careful. Quadryu does. He needs to unload this. Oh, he does. God, he's so fast with his micro.
And the LG actually goes down without doing anything. What a costly loss. Yeah, and in the north, look in the north, the Pioneers and Panzergrants working together to take out that single Fallschirmjäger in the building complex, and that's gonna resecure a 59, I think. A fighter bomber comes in to bomb them, and it's gonna force the blob to fall back. Actually, it does massive damage to that infantry.
Yeah, but Quadryu was able to split though, which will get him to 15-9 here, which is really what he wants. And he's gonna bomb that Fallschirmjäger here. We'll see what the damage. Oh,
and the BF-109 might actually go down. It's flying over in. The IR is looking to line up behind it, but Quadryu recalls it. You know, I think Quadryu could really be a little bit more aggressive here with hunting that, since Gonzo didn't have income or time to buy out a single AA piece yet.
Yeah, he could absolutely. And he still has his. Did he lose the cluster plane at the beginning?
Not 100% sure, to be honest. I followed the mandatory motos pain train there.
You know,
the
actually,
IRs.
just strafing everything down, and then there's Pioneer in the back line. Always gonna run those Duke though.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't lose them in transport, and he's getting the flag 16-8 again. It's gonna be annoying to take care of those. Although with the Stug there and the Pioneers coming up, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Quadri overextending a little bit. If he unloaded them into the thick forest and had them in there, it would be much more annoying to take out.
Yeah, the problem now for Gonzo though is with only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, Quadri U's kind of just like, I don't care what the trade is, I just need to hold this for a couple minutes. And
sure, one BF-109 fighter bomber goes down, by the way. IAR shot it down. Of all planes, the Pepeka plane did job. But we said it wouldn't happen without an off-map or something decisive. But Gonzo basically just took the hill back with an infantry wave and a Stug.
Yeah, it is a very good push coming out of Gonzo here. We'll see if he's actually able to, if Quadri does. But the problem is, though, look how much that Fallschirmjäger line's been thinned out actually pretty heavily, pushing up that hill. And he still has Fallschirmjäger in the bottom that he probably needs to bring up. So I'm not sure. He's eating a lot of losses. He ties it up, though, which is what.
Yeah, it's 12-12 right now. It's 12-12. And in the north, he's going to take that little building complex back with the mixture of Pioneer and Fallschirmjäger against the single Vanatori Moto. He needs to take care of the Stug, but he has 3 TACMs in there already. And very luckily, I would say, for Quadri, his AA piece actually survives, even though it was under direct fire. And I think he lost the fighter bomber in the north right now, one of the IARs.
Yeah, the IAR did go down. We do see a counterattack coming in, though, with in the middle here. Middle hill, excuse me, for Quadri, and that should get him back the flag. So he needs to unload his Panzergunner. The Panzer out there to get it with the.
He misses! Oh no. 14-10 again for Quadri. He loses a flag in the north. 13-11, 6 minutes on the clock. 12-12 again.
IR got a massive bombing run, killing one Fallschirmjäger squad there, and then almost killing the other.
God damn.
That front line's really weak there.
Yeah, but he really needs to pick up a flag, because as we said before, going into the long game here is probably going to be pretty rough for Quadri, simply because of the deck choices. And right now, he's not even single ticking.
Yeah, I think that we're now at a point where who traded better, and I really don't know anymore. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they've. It's like two boxers that have been brawling with each other, and you're getting to like those later rounds of the fight, and you're like, who actually did more damage? And it's really hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, yeah, right now. 13-11 again restored. 6 minutes is quite a long time. BF-109 has fallen back, but I don't think that will die. Also, Quadri's A-piece is actually almost out of ammo. That's how much it had to fight off all by itself. And we're coming towards the end of B phase, which means that front lines will to some degree solidify, like usually around 25-30 minutes, because players just run out of points to buy in huge attack waves. Yeah, and if Quadri is at a 13-11, then, you know, then he can maybe grab the last 5 minutes he needs here.
We do see the 210 off map actually coming out now, so it will be deployed to the middle. The only thing that I would say that's probably in terms of just real benefit for Quadri is he's got a lot of strategic pieces of 3rd FSJ's deck. A ton of LG-42s have gone down. We've probably seen every girlies killed but the one in the back line. So that's a lot of supporting firepower that's been killed in the first 20 minutes of this game.
Actually, these are the first Panzer Force we see called out here in the north for Quadri. What a change. If you think back of the Blindata Vault, it was one of its biggest strengths to have a bunch of Panzer Force, and now it is like the first ones at minute 18. Yeah, 12-12.
Pushing up that hill is going to be hard. The off map's going to have to get a. I mean, there's not a ton of infantry though in the middle.
Yeah, I mean the position is rather weak, don't you think? Like with the 2 Panzer Force coming up, it will be a lot stronger though, because he'll need to get some good engages with those Stugs then to take care of the Panzer Force.
Yeah, we do see the northern positions actually like really fluid between the 2 players. There's a lot of equipment from both. Oh, there goes the girlies. That's a nice pick. Does the if the Stuka actually can get the kill on the Pack 40 here.
It does. They actually weaken that position significantly, especially with the Panzer Force and SPWs coming in. He'll have to be careful against that Fallschirm Panzerabwehr and the Stug in the back, though, especially with his little SPWs. And we see the off-map placed. Pretty good placement, I would say. But it will actually not hit the northern part of the town, where the tech camps are positioned.
Right, and the tech him, I think, is what he wants to kill more than the pioneers. He
True.
wants to get the Stug to be able to like kind of help dominate, because the tech him's actually pretty good at engaging infantry. Who would have thought? But
and I mean, in
really
CQC, it can also deal with the Stug, kind of, right? Like, it's at a distance, it will never do it. But in CQC, when you can maybe get a sneaky side shot in or something. Actually, a cluster coming in the north, the BF-109 trying to intercept it, but not getting the job done. And it's coming for that Stug, but the Stug is being retreated out.
The question is, does he see? He flew his IR in there to try and soak up some damage, I think. Will he get? Oh, he's not going to get it. No, it's
no. He position attacked, and I think that JU-87 is dead, especially with the AA in the back. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's one of the first like real big actually mistakes you've seen from Quadra U, which is right there. You should have just called it once he didn't see it anymore, and instead that's actually a pretty big loss. We do see the off map is going to be replaced here now into the middle.
I think he's forgetting about the IR right now. Okay, it's fallen back from suppression. But that was about to turn to the right side over this AA piece.
Yeah,
there's so many Fallschirmpanzerabwehr in the north. What am I looking at?
He's tired of this SBW spam. I need every Panzer Shrek I can get from the factory. Oh, the Stug goes down.
Yeah, the Stug goes down. There's another one there, but the off map this time is placed right on the money. It might just take care of the AA and hit on all the armored units in the area. There's no more armor coming up, only Vanatori Moto. In the north, there's a big pain train of Vanatori Moto coming in.
This game is absolutely insane, actually. There's a bunch
of...
So the A piece goes down.
A goes down. Tekam goes down to the Stug, but I think it's gonna pen in first. Panzer IV sitting there eating the shots. They're like, eh. They really want to fall back.
He's running right into. He loses one squad in the off-map barrage.
Oof.
The T4 is still alive though. Oh, but the HS. Oh, it doesn't see it. HS doesn't see it.
And another JU Stuka goes down in the north. But with this infantry wave coming in, Quadra might just sneak the flag, and then he'll be at a 13-11 again. From what I saw, he needs 3.5 more minutes right now.
Yeah, now at this point, it's all about... I mean, honestly, I think if you're Quadra, you just go a little defensive for a couple minutes. I know that he really wants to probably just win the game, but honestly, he's done so much damage to Gonzo. I think if he just went a little defensive and stabilized his middle and then counterattacked. But he's got 13-11.
Does the 210 have 2 or 3 charges in for the FSG? Alright, so that was it then. That was it for off-map charges from this off-map. Then I think I agree with you. If he masses up some forces in the center, doesn't like sacrifice the min one by one, he can definitely break this. I mean, the backbone of this defense is the Stug. He has already 2 Panzer IVs in the area, a 3rd one coming up. And I mean, Fallschirm makers are great, but it's hard to be great when there's 3 Panzer IVs shooting in your face.
Yeah, and the Stug's got to actually be really careful going against these T4s up close and personal right here. There's another one coming in, more Moto coming in too. Honestly, a leader too. If Quadra, you just put a leader in the middle, and got everything to single, and then got his T4s to double vet, that would be huge.
T30, 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the north looks pretty secure right now. They're really the most dangerous position here is the center, but as Gonzo pushes up very aggressively, he also exposes himself. The Stug is actually down, and the Panzer IVs are unopposed now. They're rushing forward to secure that flag. With the Fallschirmjägers out in the open, forced to be aggressive, that might, you know, really come back to bite him. As the IR comes in, it's gonna bomb both at the same time and reclaim the flag, while... Oh, and I think that might be it. I'm not sure. There's nothing coming up immediately.
He's going for it. He's going for the... Oh, he stopped it just short. He could have got both. Or at least one. It doesn't matter. That one.
Yeah, maybe too scared of like an AT piece hidden or something.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, I think... I'm not sure how he's supposed to take this back in 2 minutes now. Like, the infantry is going to take another 20 seconds or something to fall back and recuperate. Then another 30 seconds to move up. And then he's only got a minute. And... my gut tells me it's gonna take more than a minute. But in the north side, he's taking that little townlet, but the Pioneer assault, maybe 100-meter engagements are gonna decide this game after all.
It's gonna get absolutely insane here. Oh my god, what is about to go down?
Oh, he needs to move it. No, why are you moving it over the street, Quadra U? Not over the street! No! They would have if it just moved it up through the buildings. And there comes in again the BF-109 strafe. The Fallschirmjäger is trying to fight off the Tekken.
He's gonna stun the Fallschirmjäger. Oh,
he gets the flag!
Oh my god.
But now in the north the flag is under attack again. The infantry of Quadro has been thinned out. The SPW is doing all it can. And the Panzer IV is coming up. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. It's gonna surrender.
The SPW is out of actual AP HE ammo.
What a trooper. IAR coming into the center, and he might just pick up another flag here by getting rid of those stray Fallschirmjägers. 13:11, 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock.
Look at the T4 is just absolutely going insane in the town complex there.
Yeah.
It's like Rambo. The 109 kills the TACM with a strafe.
That has happened actually throughout this game again and again. It's also why I said he should have brought out a second AA piece to the north. Now he has no AA at all anymore. The 109s go nuts, but obviously now he's not gonna call one out anymore. Now he's just like, bro, I'm just gonna hold a flag for 40 seconds. Watch me.
He's going for the flag beam in the middle.
Oh, he's going for the beam. 20 seconds on the clock. The repeat of the game start. The repeat of the game start.
That's it.
I think it is. I mean, he's reclaiming the flag in the town with 2 Fallschirmjäger squads right now. He's trying to pressure the flag in the very north, but he has nothing to oppose that Panzer IV.
Oh my god.
Frontline meme in the center. It comes in and destroys the T4. Takes another SPW with it.
But the infantry bubble is gonna get both flags, and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
4 seconds. 3. It's over. Quadro U goes up 1-0. Wow.
Oh
Wow. What an exciting freaking game. And actually Gonzo out-traded him massively in this game. 600 points up. God damn.
What did I just watch?
I mean, I was ready to call this game 3 minutes in. And I was like, this ain't working out so well, is it? And actually look at the IIR's kill count. Oh my god. These really carried him.
Wow, that was insane.
What an excellent game here already. First game of the series. Hot damn.